When power meets perfect timing, bulldozers stop being machines and become weapons of precision. Welcome to Tech Trouble, where master operators tame impossible slopes, slice through stubborn ground, and pull off moves that rewrite the limits of what a bulldozer can do. It's all 100% real. Let's roll in. In the unforgiving world of earth-moving, even the toughest machines meet their match. And today, it's a swampy battlefield of waterlogged mud. The tracked dozer enters with confidence, its steel tracks biting into the surface, each rotation sending ripples of black sludge outward. But the deeper it pushes, the more the ground fights back. The heavy-duty blade, usually the cutting edge of progress, is now half submerged, acting as an anchor against the machine's own power. The operator works the controls with precision, feeding just enough throttle to keep momentum without breaking traction. Every push tests the limits of torque and hydraulic muscle, but the saturated ground clings like quicksand, dragging the dozer deeper with every surge. Mud creeps up the track guards, splattering the cab windows, while the undercarriage grinds against the pull of suction. This is no place for brute force alone. It's a slow, calculated battle. The operator shifts his stance on the approach, feathering the blade to cut channels, trying to bleed water away from the tracks. Each maneuver is deliberate, a controlled reverse to find a firmer base, a measured push to claw forward another few feet. One wrong move could bury the machine to its belly plate and shut down the operation entirely. In the end, it's a contest of will, steel and skill versus mud and water. And in this arena, patience and precision are just as important as horsepower. Towering above the rugged mountain landscape, this scene captures the raw scale and precision of assembling a giant wind turbine at extreme altitude. A colossal lattice boom crane stretches skyward, delicately maneuvering components hundreds of feet in the air, while clouds drift past at eye level. Below, winding dirt roads snake across the ridges, dwarfed by the sheer height of the turbine's blades as they're positioned with surgical accuracy. Every move is a high-stakes ballet between man, machine, and nature, where engineering mastery meets the untamed beauty of the mountains, and even the slightest misstep could bring the entire operation to a halt. This is the kind of loading maneuver that separates seasoned operators from the rest. With precision timing and nerves of steel, the bulldozer climbs the narrow metal ramps toward the flatbed, its tracks clanking under the strain. The front blade rises like a shield, balancing the machine's weight as it transitions from dirt to steel. One wrong move here could send tons of metal crashing down, but the operator keeps a steady hand, controlling speed and alignment flawlessly. It's a high-risk dance between raw power and exact control, the perfect showcase of skill and heavy equipment handling. In the middle of a rain-soaked dirt road, this brightly painted rural bus finds itself trapped in a mud pit that grips its tires like a vice. The engine growls, wheels spin, and thick clumps of earth spray out as passengers and bystanders throw their weight into the push. Every shove and throttle burst is a desperate attempt to break free from the rut, but the slick, uneven ground refuses to give up its hold. It's a display of determination, man and machine battling the elements, where teamwork and sheer grit are the only way forward. Under the weight of roaring steel and relentless torque, this bulldozer climbs the loading ramp with the confidence of a predator returning to its lair. The heady tracks grind against the steel bed, each link biting in as the blade hovers just above the trailer's surface, ready to steady the climb. Mud clings to its undercarriage from a hard day's work, a reminder of the muscle this machine brings to every job. With a roar of hydraulics and a cloud of dust, the excavator tears into the brick base of a towering water tank. striking with calculated precision. Each bite of its bucket weakens the structure's foundation until the massive tank begins to sway. Then, in a dramatic collapse, the giant cylinder tips and crashes down, sending debris scattering across the site. This is a catastrophic moment where a fully loaded passenger bus teeters on the edge of disaster before plunging into a deep pit. The massive vehicle hangs precariously for a split second before the ground beneath gives way. In an instant, it topples sideways, slamming into the pit wall with a violent crash that sends dust and debris exploding into the air. The sheer size of the bus magnifies the chaos. Metal twisting, window shattering, a stark reminder of how one wrong move in unstable terrain can turn into a high-stakes, high-impact blunder. When Earth meets unrelenting steel, the result is a symphony of power and precision. At the forefront, a hydraulic rock breaker mounted on a robust excavator hammers relentlessly into the quarry face, fracturing stubborn stone into manageable pieces. Each strike sends vibrations through the ground, showcasing the brute force of hydraulic pressure harnessed for controlled demolition. Alongside, a heavy-duty bulldozer fitted with a single shank ripper prowls the site, tearing deep into compacted layers to loosen material for removal. Together, these machines form a perfect 1-2 punch, the breaker shattering what the ripper can pry, ensuring no terrain is too tough to conquer. This is heavy machinery at its finest, relentless, efficient, and built to dominate the landscape. Its wide crawler tracks spread the machine's weight evenly, biting into the uneven surface and holding firm, even as gravity pulls hard on the load. Every pass carves deeper, breaking down jagged rock faces, crushing boulders, and leaving behind a graded path ready for the next stage of work. In mining and large-scale construction, moments like this separate true production machines from the rest. The ability to work at extreme angles, move massive volumes, and still keep control makes this dozer indispensable, turning brutal terrain into workable ground with a combination of sheer power and masterful control. Balanced on the razor's edge of disaster, a massive passenger bus inches forward over a crumbling gap where the road has been brutally carved apart by erosion. On one side, sheer rock walls loom overhead. On the other, a deadly drop yawns into the valley below. The driver's every movement is measured to the millimeter, while onlookers stand frozen, holding their breath as tons of steel and human lives teeter over the fractured earth. This is not just a test of driving skill, it's a heart-stopping gamble against nature's wrath. This is a heavy-duty crawler bulldozer, engineered for maximum pushing power and stability in extreme conditions. Equipped with a wide, reinforced blade and steel tracks, it moves with unstoppable force, even in challenging terrain like this river crossing.
Built for the toughest hauls, this heavy-duty truck powers through deep mud and flooded tracks without hesitation. Its massive diesel engine drives oversized, deep-tread tires that claw for grip under a full load of timber. Black exhaust rolls as torque surges, each wheel turn proving why these machines dominate logging, off-road transport, and heavy recovery in the harshest conditions.
From impossible recoveries to precision earth-moving, these machines showed why skill and power go hand in hand. If this had you locked in from start to finish, smash that like button, share it with someone who lives for heavy machinery action, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next insane run. Bigger, tougher, and even more jaw-dropping video is coming. Stay tuned because we're just getting started.